Hey everybody, I'm TecToss and welcome back to Let's Play Divinity Original Sin. Now, I wanted to walk over the market a bit and uncover the, fog of war, whatever, uncover the map completely before I start recording. But I just took one step on the market and get ambushed by this Robin character. So I guess we'll just start the recording here because there's some dialogue and who knows, might be interesting, right? So apparently Robin burrowed one of the fish, and it looks like he stole it, huh? Now if I only knew what that Robin character is. So now he's begging, like, give me the fish and I'll give you some money for it. And well, this is going to be interesting. I think that's exactly what I what I think. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish? The merchant has to eat 2, leave the fish alone. Everyone needs a hand now and then. Take the fish and none but us will be the wiser. Not sure. I think last time I actually let him take the fish. But I don't know. If I only knew what these characters were about. Just take the fish. I don't really mind. Yeah, without a bit of charity now. Oh! Yeah, just take that. And if you hear weird noises in the background, by the way, that is my dog, which apparently goes crazy if there's wind outside the house. I don't really know how to explain that better, but... Oh, anyway, that's the spirit, or should I say the soul, whatever. And here comes the guard. Sir, did you just steal that fish? No, I paid for it. The merchant just left, but I paid before. You are a witness of this event. No, tell me what happened. Yeah. This man's telling the truth. He paid for the fish fair and square. Quite so, I saw him pay the merchant. I can't thank you enough for your discretion. I'll be going now. Well, sorry to have bothered you then, sir. Carry on. Bye. And we got 180 XP for that. Isn't that nice? Speaking of that, by the way, I have no feeling whatsoever how much XP we do need for the next level. Okay. So we need 1,800. So 180 isn't really that big of a deal. But it's something. Good. So now I guess this Roa character won't like us that much. That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it will be until his growing belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. What do you think about that fish thief? I kinda understand your sympathy for the man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his circumstances. You would have done better to help him more substantially than by covering up a single petty theft. Oh, what's that saying? Give a man a fish and feed him for a day, teach him how to fish and feed him for more than a day. I guess that's how it goes, right? I remember it that way. Anyway, what's the latest gossip? You know, orcs aren't different from us humans. Simple pleasures like long walks on the beach and playing in the sand are just as enjoyable for them as anyone. Well, can you tell me about orcs? Imagine our terror when we saw their leader, a great green brute with a grimy blood-stained pelt across her shoulders. Her? Okay. Clamber onto our docks during the last attack. Thankfully, Arhu was there to send them swimming back to their makers. Yeah, this Arhu character really seems to do a lot of good in this city. And he seems to be quite strong as well. Gotta make friends with him. Consular Jake's murder. Have you spoken to Captain Norris? Yep, he's in charge of the investigation, and there's no better man for the job. Consular Jake will be avenged, I'm sure of it. Well. Fabulous 5. I heard their leader, Saffron, was too occupied single-handedly reorganizing a southern warlord's finances to make it to size seal, but 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Wait, Saffron was too occupied single-handedly reorganizing the southern warlord's finances. Now I wonder what that means. Reorganizing. Like, is he doing his bookkeeping? Or did he bring him to justice? Sounds like the first one. Undead plague. Tell me about yourself. Well, what's there to say? Just your average Sicilian trying to make a living. Okay, I'll take my leave now. Enough chit-chatting. Oh, I can actually take fish from her. Well, I won't do that. And here we are. This is the marketplace. There's a guy who apparently... What are you? A rooster? And he's got a couple of paintings, and I think we can actually sell him paintings. And let's look through the different shops. Like, we got the fish vendor here. Oh, and now she's attitude -15. And I'm ambushed by my crazy dog again, because apparently there's some wind. And, I'm sorry, you probably can't hear it, but she's just putting her head all over and trying to hide somewhere beneath me, but there's cables and stuff, so go away. Okay, anyway, sorry, but I haven't time for chatter these days. A moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood from under me. Yeah, well. And then there's passengers covering for him. Like, that must be unpleasant. So how about that fish thief? The dead are on the prowl, the council has been murdered, and now source hunters are encouraging petty theft. The few honest among us are swimming against the stream, I'll tell you what. Well, so what's the latest gossip? No one can quite explain it. One day life is humming along in its usual way, and the next there are vacant eye holes menacing us from around every corner. Mayor Cecil is growing grey trying to solve that puzzle. Well, as far as I remember, Mayor Cecil is pretty grey. He's pretty old and senile already. Gotta pay him a visit, though. Tell me about the orcs, blah blah. Okay, it's all just horror stories. Like, there's no real information in there. Councillor Jake's murder. Well, they all point us either to Captain Aureus or his wife. Apparently murdered him. About some seal. Yourself. Blah, blah. Okay. Not that interesting. Well, actually we could... What does she have for trade? Oh, she has quite a lot of money. Why is she whining then? Doesn't make much sense to me, but we shouldn't trade with her because if she doesn't like us, then the prizes won't be that good. Who are you? Just a regular citizen? Go away. Bye. I don't need to talk to regular citizens. The cheese vendor. I'll just go through the regular murder. Yeah, that's her wife. Latest gossip. As far as I'm concerned, Arhu is wasting his time with these skeletons to the north. The orcs are the real threat. They just don't know when to cry uncle. What? At this rate, we'll be facing a trickle of bloodthirsty sorties for the rest of our days. Well, yeah. Tell me about the orc. The devil, the horror, blah blah. Okay, they even have the same dialogue sometimes. Praise be that Arhu the wizard had the wits about him to build these newfangled weapons of his, or Cecil would have been the very throne of decay by now. Because of him, life here is almost bearable again, despite The Walking Dead. Though it's rather eerie and perplexing at the same time to think about how quickly one adjusts to great dangers when a handful of guardians holds them at bay. Yeah, that is quite weird, actually. Who are you? Okay. Could sell some stuff, but... Yeah, I won't do that. I won't do that just now. Vegetable vendor, okay. So what do you have for sale? Vegetables, I see. That is very interesting. Cilia, the Enchantress. That sounds interesting. Is there someone lurking underneath here? No. Oh, let's have a chat with you. Oh, gracious patron, I see your third eye is looking a bit teary. I've just got the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors? Oh, you're so funny and witty, aren't you? Tell me about yourself. Oh, you know, life in Cyseal isn't always easy, but I'm doing my best. What's the latest gossip? Considering how fat and lazy these legionnaires have become, I'm surprised. I'm looking forward to welcoming reinforcements. I'd put up with 1,000 more of these flatulent cretins if it meant they could finally clear the trade routes. Flatulent, huh? So they fart a lot. That is very useful information, thank you. I'm gonna put that down in my notebook right away, so I don't forget that the legionnaires fart. Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's just the usual gossip. Really nothing interesting. Oh. About the Fabulous Five. Why, they're the most esteemed heroes in Cyseal, and they're here to help us with the infestation of undead. I hope I get to meet them before they leave for good. Maybe I'll even ask Alistair for an autograph. Okay. So how are you an enchantress when you're that stupid? I'm not sure. Or the undead plague. Okay. Now I'm rushing through the dialogue, but most of it, it's just horror stories. Like, oh, the plague came from here and there, and we're doing this and that to fight them, and it's repetitive. It's always the same. So really, I don't think we're losing much. But, you know, it's an RPG, so you gotta exhaust all the dialogue options. Now, she got a lot of interesting stuff. No money, though. Let's see. Magical... I want to see these skill books. So what... Ah, there we go. Strong regenerate. So there's the water spells. Freezing touch and all that. There's a chicken. Become air. Oh, yes, please. I want to have that. So here we got the aerotheric spells. And those we need for Ragnar. Like the Become air. Can you read that? Absorb half of all physical damage. Yes, please. Bitter cold. Not sure about that. Invisibility, maybe. But I definitely want to have the Become air. Most definitely. Don't have the cash for it yet, but it's good to know where we can get it. Bye. Bye. Good, how are you? Let's first talk to the rooster. Cocorico! Bye. Oh man. That reminds me of are you guys familiar with Yogi Okidoki? If not, just search that on YouTube. Yogi Okidoki. That's gonna be one of the creepiest videos for kids that you ever saw. And also one of the funniest. And he has a big Rasta chicken, kind of, that helps with his yoga class. It's hard to explain, you just need to. You need to watch that. And he says basically the same. He doesn't say Cocorico, but it says Coco Diddle Doodle Doo, something like that. Anyway, just look it up for yourself. It'd be well worth your time. Oh, hello, proportionate... What? Proportionate one. I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of fine arts, no? Tell me about yourself. I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Cyseal, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andaville, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him. That is, wow. I don't even have words for that. Ah, well, you got treasure maps. And you got a lot of money. So I guess if we find some pictures... Well, actually, did we find pictures? Where do they go under? Consumables? Magical ingredients? Miscellaneous? I think it's miscellaneous. I think he'd be our man. Like, if we find pictures, we can sell it to him. And they all have a limited amount of money, so you gotta be, like, sell everything to the right vendor. You can't just deal with one of them, even though it would be convenient to actually up our standing with one of them. But you gotta distribute your wealth amongst those guys, because otherwise they'll run out of money, and that can't be good. Who are you? California? Oh, you're not from around here, are you? Tell me about yourself. Okay, same funny joke. Oh, so what's the latest gossip? No one can quite explain it. Okay, we got the same dialogue just 1 minute ago. Okay. Fabulous 5. What don't I know? I've been a member of the Fabulous fan club since I was old enough to hold a practice sword. Okay, tell me about the Legion. I think some of us natives forget how grim things were before the Legion stepped in. No fortification, nothing stopping a deranged zombie from snatching your feet out from under you. All people notice these days is that things have been mostly static for the last 2 years. What about a murder? Oh, of course, I'm certain his scheming wife, a foreigner mind you, was involved. Well, she doesn't have anything interesting to say.
A quiet day on the market, it seems.
Captain Jack.
Greetings.
What are you staring at? Tell me about yourself. Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a bit generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hearty souls to help me row the ship and sail off. What happened to your crew? Those scallywags heard there'd be a silver in Lucula mines, and they abandoned the ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked. Do you have any work for trio sailors? Some poor chaps lost their ships and want some work. Just send them to me, and I'll tell them there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way if they don't mind a bit of honest labor.
Bye.
Well, that's cool. So there's one quest solved. Fletcher, what do you have for us? No money, but armor and ranger skills. Tactical retreat. Ricochet, we already have that. I gotta think how I wanna flesh out my characters though. I already know about Llilith and Ragnar, but I think I can make her, maybe give her some nature magic that would fit the bill, right? What do you have so far? The bow and expert marksman. So it might, the geomancer might fit. There's some poison skills in there, I think some rudimentary healing. That might actually fit. Or we just make her nasty deeds. I'm not sure if she's a pickpocket. I really don't need that stuff anyway. I think lockpicking would be interesting for maybe some treasure that we can find in future dungeons and whatnot. But for skills, I would have her be some kind of druid-like nature mage with a bow. So that is what we're gonna give her. Stench, Stench decreases everyone's attitude towards you, but melee opponents will find you less attractive in combat. Well, that's nice. Bully. Bully boosts non-magical attacks against opponents that are slowed, crippled, or knocked down by 50%. Okay. And arrow recovery. So we can recover these arrows. That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting set of abilities, I gotta say. So she's probably gonna be mostly a marksman. Probably the next thing I'm gonna do is level up her bow and then her expert marksman again. And only later we're gonna get the geomancer in there, but just some rudimentary magic maybe. We'll see. Good, let's continue. Not with you. The charmer in this party is the mighty beast that is Ragnar's. Ragnar, not Ragnar's. Jesus, I've been watching too much Trump play Hearthstone. I forget the name of my own characters. Bertia, who are you? Source hunters, eh? Right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favorite sheep, best to fry her up now, before she get thieved in the night like my dear plum hogget, the finest in my herd. But you're stolen sheep. Ooh, oh, hogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, my poor sweet plum girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all that mutton. Not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will you? My little mouldering darling. Ooh, what? Was that the corpse that we found in Counselor Jake's grave? Anyway, do you have work for a trio of sailors? Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough livestock to warrant a hand with the work. Where's your herd? Recently sold most of the tender logs to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that away these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble of my dear darling all... What? Wish I could have a nibble of my dear darlings, all ground and spiced. You are one creepy mofo, let me tell you. Tell about yourself. Just scratching, blah blah. Okay. Not that interesting. What you have a trait? Nothing. So did we give her her sheep back or not? Let's see. Oh yeah, they're talking. Shipless sailors, we'll solve that. We found the rotting remains of a sheep. Could it be Bertus? We found Bertia's sheep, but who could have stolen it? Yeah, that's interesting indeed. I don't even remember finding that. Okay, so let's solve the sailor's quest first. Let's get down to the market. We could actually just uncover a little bit more. I love the chickens here. So realistic. There you go. She's responding to me. She understood me. I know how chickens think. What's that? Esmeralda's shop? Oh, okay. That is the wife of Jake, I think, the murdered counselor. We're gonna visit her later. Let's first make a couple sailors happy. Come on, guys, move it. Is that actually the way down? Wasn't there... Yeah, let's just use the... I'm already lazy. Oh, there's a rooster. Nice. But we already emptied all these. There was somewhere around here. Where is it? Wasn't there... There was a portal somewhere here. What? There's one up here. Nope. Isn't that where we are? Why can't I Sorry, guys. I seem to be... Ah, there we go. I wonder if that's... Like, if we walked towards the... if we just took the stairs down to the harbor, that would have been faster, right? But next I want to talk to the mayor of Cecil anyway. So I guess it's fine. And here we are. Just take this portal and go to the harbor. There we go. And then go onto the docks. Very nice. Take a sip of tea as well. And find those 3 sailors. Funny, huh? There we go. Take the middle one. And you found a job for us yet. We'll take anything really about finding work. Oh, so there's a captain offering booze and brass for a bit of crate loading. Gods be praised, you've done it, friend. Off we go.
Bye.
Bye. Well, what about paying me for that? Whatever. It's out of our journal now, right? Yep. Crowd, talking statue, murder, orc elf, charmed.
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons. You know the story.
So there's some more
I wouldn't let
things
it all
happening
be
with the
five
charmed
hundred
orc.
yards in my loving nature.
We'll find that out.
Ever heard about the town of Captain?
Alrighty, let's go back to the middle of Sicil and maybe have a little chat with the mayor. Let's go to the north gate. And there we are. And what's the quickest way? Maybe around here? Yeah, around here seems good. Teleporter pyramid. I want to get in there, but not just yet. Not just yet. Come on now, guys, move it. Move it right along. Marcius and Claudius. And the town hall. Hello. Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a source hunter. Welcome to the town hall of Sicil. Tell me about yourself. I'm a legionnaire and happy to help however I can, source hunter. You know about the Fabulous Five. What don't I know? Blah blah blah. Okay. Tell me about the orcs. I doubt they'll be bothering us with Sicil again soon. They'll be bothering with Sicil again soon. Now that we've knocked the unfortunate Louts aboard, that lost raider down this. Okay, I lost my train of thought here. Now that we've knocked the unfortunate Louts aboard that lost raider down to size, I doubt there'll be horns darkening our doorway anytime soon. Aren't you a poet? Could have formulated that a lot simpler, like for example, now that we kicked our asses, I doubt we will see them again, but can also stretch it out to 5 pages of text. What about the Legion? You know what I like most about the Legion? Once you're sworn in, you're everybody's equal. You might well see 2 Legionnaires standing guard. One of them born in a pigsty, the other one in a Duchess bed, and it doesn't matter none. Well, that does sound nice. Okay, nothing interesting. Do you have any stories? Happy to help. Under Plague. Fabulous 5. Legion. Orcs. Sicil.
Bye.
Nope, nothing of interest. Let's meet the... Oh, hello.
Greetings. Bye.
Love the cat. And here he is, the most senile person in Sicil. Let's save that before he shoots us out. And what we want to do is get in his room there. Yeah, there's a lot of juicy stuff. Need to figure out a way. What? Oh, it's you! Come closer then, closer. My ears aren't what they used to be, nor my eyes for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you. Tell me more about your library. That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in exactly? Oh, the library. Yes, yes. You must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself. Not just now. I met your pet, Maxine. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you meant that mongrel that's always sulking about the place. I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me like I were the idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. It's a cat, you moron. I've always been more fond of cats myself. Well, there we have it. His eyes are not good, and his ears certainly are worse. Oh, man. Tell me about the issues in Sicil. What? Oh, you mean Sicil. Very difficult times indeed, as though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of the whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such thing sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folk of Sicil. And while we're on the subject of trouble, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly thought, a weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. What's this about a Staff of Pergamon? The what of what now? You're speaking gibberish. Oh, you mean the Staff of Pergamon? Yes, I was expecting a shipment of weapons. And among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order, though, through means somewhat atypical for a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damned thing has gone missing. I feared it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me. What do you know about the staff? The staff itself contains a shard of an ore highly valued for its use in weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead. Tell me about the merchant. His name's Conrad, captain of the Tidesplitter. Merchant's ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help. But I'd quite like to avoid getting the legions involved, if you don't mind. Tell me more about rival sects. Well, I do believe there's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter, but I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. You see, when a lady and a oh, that guy. If a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they'll occasionally oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor, for seven's sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead and cultists. So he mistook sect for sex. Well... oh, this guy. How about Jake's murder? Jake murdered? Oh, yes, now I recall indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The council and I certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townfolks are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep herself from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrell was always a bit suggestive, but I never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. Tell me about the Duke. An upright bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Miss Counselor. So Jake had an affair. Ah, not Jake. His wife, Esmeralda. Tell me more about the undead. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle. I'll take my leave now. And well, the way. Okay, let's pause the game for a second. Can we do that? Just go into the save screen. So what I'm gonna do now is actually park one character upstairs. What? Let's actually do that right away. Yep. Let's have you run up the stairs. Come on. Where's that gull? There we go.
This isn't the grimoire I'm looking
Yeah. So we got Charlene here. There we go. Tell the boss I have no dealings. So now she's tangled up in a conversation. And now we're gonna take Llilith. Where's that old mayor? Can you tell me more about my library? Sure, sounds interesting. Follow me then. There we go. Oh yeah. That didn't work out the way I wanted. You.
Good to see you again. Farewell.
Okay, so now he should walk up the stairs. Now we can follow him, hopefully. There we go. Good. God damn it. So how do we get him upstairs without... Let's
Good
see.
to see you again.
Yeah, sounds interesting, but I don't wanna...
Farewell.
Like, I wanna open this door while you're upstairs. Now, this is beyond weird. Okay, so now the main character is in a conversation through the rooftop here, but now I achieved what I wanted. I got Lilith to move around free, and we can actually steal all that stuff. So why are we gonna... Well, actually we're out of time, so we're gonna do that in the next episode, but I'm gonna clear out the mayor's office pretty good. Look at all that. What's that? Golden fork, plates, light gold cups here, and there's a potion, some more gold, history of Seal, whatever. We're gonna clean that out pretty nicely. That is my evil plan. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I certainly did enjoy playing it. If you did, there's a little thumb up icon. You can just click that to leave me a like. If you're not yet a subscriber, well, there's a button for that as well. Outside of that, just have a great day, and see you next week with the next episode of Let's Play Divinity Original Sin. Until then, have a great day and see you around.